Mike, what enables Timo and Trevor to transcend their size, to play as physically well as they do and make an impact as we've seen so far this season?
Yeah, well, they got big asses, so they weigh a lot. So they can, you laugh, but it's the truth. I mean, you can get under people, you can win retrieval races, you can own lanes, you have good balance. The other thing about it is they're not kids. Like if you look at their age, next to their age, they've been in it for a long time. Whereas he played college in the American League. Timo was a star in the World Junior. What year was that?
15.
There you go.
How do you manage their time this week with 2 sets of back-to-backs?
No, you try to win tonight's game.
Mike, I know one of the reasons you like to go with Freddie first half is you want him feeling good, playing in front of a fresh team. How much do you think the team feeds off of the confidence and swagger of the number one?
No, let's take this a little bit farther. Let's just do the math here because you guys ask me about this all the time. So can you imagine if you lost game 1 and then you went to game 2 tired? I don't know. The investment makes no sense to me whatsoever. So that's the first part. What was your question that you were on to ask?
How much do you feel the team feeds off Freddie when he's feeling good?
Well, I think it's like anything. When the goalie makes saves, it doesn't have to be Freddie. It can be Hutch. It can be anybody. When the goalie's playing good, all you got to do is look around the league. You see scoring chances every night, or we do. We look at scoring chances every night. Some nights you get out chance and you win. The other night I'm watching Chicago play Columbus in the pre-scout. Chicago, Leonard, they had 5 grade A's in the first 5 minutes. Unbelievable. I look back, I don't know what I did. I came back a little bit later, and the score's 1-0 at that time for Chicago. Like they call it hockey, but that was goaltending.
How important of a week is this for Hutch?
Well, I think it's an important week for all of us. You know, we're in it together. Like, I think as the year goes on and once you've played, I don't think back-to-backs are near like they are in the first week. And they're harder even when it's 3 and 5 and stuff like that. It makes it harder. But the bottom line is our last back-to-back, we had a push in the third. We weren't tired. So our second period isn't on back-to-back. That's on us.
What do you think the big difference is between the way Justin Hall played in limited time last year and this year?
Well, confidence, strength, size, knowing what it takes. I think when you come out of the American League, you think it's the same. It's not. They're just bigger, faster, no speed. They're harder. They're big men. So the skill guy in the American League is one size the skill guy in the NHL. And I think he's done a nice job for us this year. He can always skate, but his physical play in the defensive zone and keeping pucks away from our net and keeping people off our net is the biggest change in his game and his ability to sort it out down low. If you're an offensive D-man, we can probably turn a blind eye to some poor defensive play at times. If you don't generate offense, you got to be really good defensively. That's the bottom line.
Your team can fly, they can shoot. Heat offense still with this group, 10 to 15 feet in front of the opposition net.
Well, the amazing thing to me is, and we go through this every year, if you just take out and you put in Crosby's goals and Tavares' goals, let's say Matthews' goals, who else scores? Tons of goals. They're all around the net. That's where they are. They're in the blue paint. They're a foot from the blue paint. And then you got guys who never get any goals and they're never near the net. But they don't know why. That's why. So, yes.
Not sure if you saw any of the Marley game yesterday, but what do you think of their start so far?
Well, really good. Now, they got a really good team, right? They got a good veteran-laden team, but we also got some kids there that are playing well. Korshkov, continues to score on a nightly basis, which is good for us. He's a big man who has attributes that we could use for sure. Obviously, Sandman's gone down there and is playing a lot, but they got guys down there with a real good, they got real good veterans. They've done a good job to load that team up, and we like our team in the minors to win every night. You like your kids to be around winning versus losing.
How often would you talk to Sheldon about Sandin and his progress?
Well, we talked this week about him. Poor guy, he missed his kid's game there. He was racing on the Gardner. There was an accident. He was racing to his kid's game. We were going to meet and talk about or get together with Sandy. We'll do it this week just because it didn't work out this week, just because of the amount of games. But we also, when guys go down, what we normally do is we get together, the player and the two of us, and we go through the clips and we give them a development plan. And then obviously we have our development people, so we go from there. And the good thing about the Marlies, different than lots of American League teams, their games are on TV. So we can watch them half the time just sitting in our office getting ready for the game.